So I'm honestly not sure where to start with this video because there was so much that was thrown at me at today's doctor appointment and my mind kind of feels like it's about to explode. I'll go ahead and start off by saying my new high-risk doctor is so nice and so compassionate, and I was with him for close to 2 hours today, talking over everything, talking over cerclage procedures, my history, things that were going on with me now, things that went on with me in the past, so on and so forth. Honestly, I don't know if I should go ahead and just start with the good news and work my way to the bad, or just go ahead and start with the bad and work my way to the good. Let's go ahead and just get the bad news out of the way first because there's a good amount of it. So, it looks like I might not be able to get the abdominal cerclage done. Reason I say this is because it's showing up on the ultrasound that my bowel may be attached to my uterus. And if that is the case, unfortunately, the doctor will not be able to make it to part of the area that he needs to be able to get the abdominal cerclage done. The reason most likely that this is happening is because of the endometriosis that I've had on and off. I also still have that stupid hemorrhage. I was really hoping that it was going to be gone by now. It's honestly, this hemorrhage is really starting to get to me because I've been having the old blood coming out. This doctor even said that there's really nothing I can do to help to make it better or make it go away. It's something that is just supposed to take care of itself. I guess I won't really know until I go to see my regular OB again next week. If it's smaller than it was when I saw him 2 weeks ago, if it's bigger, if it's the same size or what, because this is a different doctor and it's a different ultrasound machine. So I think I'll get a better grasp of where we're at with that when I go see my regular OB next week. And then on top of everything, something is going on with my placenta. It's a situation that we won't really know more on until I'm a little bit further into my pregnancy, so I'll just go ahead and touch base on that one if it becomes an issue because like I said, my brain's already exploding and it's kind of hard honestly to remember exactly what he said about that situation. In a nutshell, it could possibly cause an issue once I do give birth, getting all of the placenta out of the uterus, which may possibly result in me having to have the uterus taken out. But that is a bridge he said we'll cross if and when we get to it. So I'm not even gonna go any further with that one right now. So back to the cerclage information. I didn't get anything scheduled today, but we did come up with a game plan of what we're gonna do. He gave me a few options, and the option that I opted for is him and another doctor are going to go through my belly button, and it's called laparoscopically, so they can go ahead and get a better look around inside my tummy and be able to see if the bowel is for sure attached to the uterus. So if the bowel is attached to the uterus, we will not be moving forward with the abdominal cerclage, and that's for the safety of myself as well as the baby. If the bowel isn't attached to the uterus, then we will go ahead and move forward with that abdominal cerclage, and it'll be done kind of the same way a C-section is done. They make pretty much the same incision as they would for a C-section, and they do it through there. Like I had mentioned just a little bit ago, that if the bowel is attached to the uterus, then we're not going to move forward with doing that abdominal cerclage, and we'll end up doing a vaginal one, which is kind of like what I had with the twins. But it's a little different doing it with a singleton baby versus twins, because with twins, that's so much pressure being put on the cervix and the cerclage stitch, which is ultimately what ended up making the babies be born premature, is that every time Jax and Mila would get bigger, they would bear down on the cervix and on those stitches, and it ended up causing the stitches to pull through. I feel like I'm in really good hands with this doctor. I really lucked out because I had an amazing high-risk doctor last time, and I can tell that this new high-risk doctor is really amazing as well. And like I said earlier, he's just so compassionate, takes the time to go through absolutely every little detail there is to go through. The next steps are going to be to officially schedule this procedure. And next Tuesday, we'll be seeing my regular OB, and we will be doing the testing to make sure that the baby doesn't have any issues, as well as doing the gender testing as well. So I'm so excited about that, and I'm really freaking hoping that I'll get a little bit more information on that hemorrhage, and fingers freaking crossed, you guys, that I'm gonna find out that it's like a lot smaller than it was a couple weeks ago. Maybe I'll actually get lucky this time and it'll be freaking gone. So I will be updating you guys soon on when this cerclage procedure is going down, as well as what happens next Tuesday. So now we can go ahead and officially cap things off on a good note. I'm actually glad that I went ahead and decided to do it from bad to good, because it's just better that way. Okay, so baby's doing great, growing like a weed, and today's heart rate was 179. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull up today's ultrasound photo for you guys. It's not as clear as what you're used to seeing from my IVF doctor and my regular OB, but you can still get a good glimpse of what he or she looks like. Wow, so there is so much to catch you guys up on. So Friday of last week, I had to come into my regular OB to get checked out just to make sure everything was okay. I was laying in bed in the morning and I felt this really big pop in my stomach. I wasn't bleeding or had any fluids leaking or anything like that, but the doctor just wanted me to come in to make sure that everything was okay, and thankfully everything was okay. At that point in time when we were doing the ultrasound tech actually said she didn't really see the hemorrhage there anymore. So I'm really hoping that the next time I get my ultrasound done, which will be today in just a little bit, the same thing will be said, that the hemorrhage is not there anymore. Fingers crossed. You guys know how long I've been waiting for this hemorrhage to go away. And by the way, apparently I've been saying it wrong this entire time. It's not subchronic hemorrhage, it's subcorneal or something. Yeah, I'm still gonna say it wrong. I'll just stick with subchronic hemorrhage. Okay, so now on to the next bit of craziness that's been going on. I just found out yesterday that my cerclage surgery is, wait for it, tomorrow! Yes, you heard that right. The cerclage surgery is tomorrow. Needless to say, I wasn't supposed to find out that shorthand before. There was a bit of a miscommunication at the doctor's office, and one of the nurses didn't get a chance to tell me when she was supposed to, so that was a bit of a mistake. I was supposed to find out a little bit earlier, but whatever. Honestly, at this point in time, I just kind of want to get the procedure over with because I am so nervous. I am just so nervous, and the fact that I am not even going to know until I wake up which one was done, yeah, it makes me even more nervous because I have to basically pack to stay at the hospital just in case we are able to do the abdominal cerclage. I actually went and got all my pre-testing done yesterday afternoon. I lucked out and my mom was able to come to the house real fast and watch Jax for me so I could go and get all that pre-testing done and out of the way. And now today I have some more testing that I need to get done, but it has nothing to do with the cerclage. Today is the testing where they make sure the baby doesn't have Down syndrome or anything like that. And we also do the gender testing today. Yay! And there's a guy who is kind of photobombing me right now. Whatever. Anyways, so I'm really hoping, like I mentioned just a little bit ago, that we're going to do the ultrasound and they're going to say that the hemorrhage is gone and that everything looks good. I'm also hoping that the baby's going to look super healthy and, you know, heart rate's going to be great and everything. And I'm also just really saying a lot of prayers for tomorrow also, but you guys will get a chance to hear from me as I'm getting ready to go into the surgery, and probably while I'm loopy after the surgery as well, because they said they are going to knock me out for the procedure. I am a little nervous about the fact that they are unable to monitor the baby during the procedure because of the fact that they are going to be working on my tummy. They just won't be able to put any monitors on me when, you know, they're working in that area. But now I have to go ahead and go into my OB for this appointment to do the tests and the ultrasound. I will update you as soon as I get out, and of course I'll have a new ultrasound photo for you. So I'm on my way home right now. Everything went great at the doctor's office. Unfortunately, it's going to take like 7 to 10 business days to get the results back, including the gender results. Baby's heart rate was 173 today, and I have a new ultrasound picture like I promised for you. I'm going to pull that up here in just a little bit. Honestly, the closer it's starting to get point, I just really want to get the procedure over with. I cannot wait to be on the other side of it and just recovering and know which procedure it was that I got. Was it the abdominal cerclage? Was it the vaginal cerclage? It'll be kind of nice to know which one I end up getting. I did really luck out though, because my regular OB is actually going to be at the hospital tomorrow, so he promised me he's going to check in during the procedure just to make sure everything was going okay, and that in itself gave me a really good sense of comfort, especially knowing that my high-risk doctor is just absolutely fabulous. And I'm so lucky because I have such fabulous doctors. My regular OB and my high-risk doctor could not be more compassionate and caring, because they know that we went through so much with the twins' pregnancy. They actually go the extra mile just to make sure that I feel comfortable and that I'm up to date on every little thing that's going on with my pregnancy this go around. And honestly, I'm the type of person that I need to know all the details. I actually failed to mention a little bit earlier before I went into the doctor appointment. I have one major update on something that's happened over the past couple days, and honestly it really breaks my heart to say this, but as you guys know, I opened up a boutique in honor of Mila and Jax, as a way to give back to the NICU unit that saved Jax's life and did everything in their power to try and save Mila's life as well. Unfortunately, since I've been having to take it super easy, and now with me having the surgery tomorrow, I had to take a step back from the company for a little while, and I made the official announcement last night to all of my customers. Thankfully, everyone has been so understanding and so supportive. I've even gotten so many messages of well wishes for the baby and I. It really stinks though, because I still had so much I wanted to show you about the company. There was so much that went into it, so many fun things that I would have gotten a chance to show you, but right now I just really need to focus on the surgery tomorrow and the well-being of little baby Bean, and just take it one day at a time and really take it easy to make sure that I properly recover from this procedure tomorrow, whichever one it is that I get. The goal is, though, as soon as baby Voogt is here, maybe not as soon, but shortly after baby Voogt is here, I'll reopen and kind of get things going again with all that. But for now, it's surgery time. And I actually just got back to the house, so it's time for me to go in and pack baby boy to go over to his Nani and Papa's house, which is my parents' house, as well as getting myself packed up, because if I'm gonna have the abdominal cerclage, then I'm gonna be staying there at the hospital for a couple of days, so I need to make sure I have the few things that I really need to get by, which really isn't much. It's pretty much underwear and socks and contacts and face wash and just a couple few things. I really don't need clothes because I'll be in a hospital gown, but again, I will not know until I wake up which procedure it is that I had. So stay tuned. I will update you guys tomorrow when I am on my way to the procedure. Chances are I won't be as lively as I am right now, because I know my nerves are going to be absolutely insane. So it's officially surgery morning. Don't mind the wet hair. I'm actually about to take care of that in a minute. I had to wash with this special antibacterial stuff from my neck all the way down. It's supposed to sanitize my body, especially in the area that they are going to do the procedure in. I didn't sleep well at all last night. My nerves have been getting the best of me, and also I have this thing where when I know I need to be up for something really important at a certain time, I just kind of keep checking the clock all night long. That's actually because back in the day when I used to travel all the time for work, there were several times where I accidentally overslept and missed my flights. So I may have a little bit of PTSD from that. Since I'm older now, this has been something that happens all the time whenever I have something important coming up. I always check the time, and I just kind of don't sleep at night because I'm always scared that I'm going to oversleep and miss my whatever appointment it is that I have at that time. Anywho, it's time for me to go finish getting myself ready. It's 4 a.m. right now. My appointment is at 7 a.m. to start the surgery, but I have to be there at 5 a.m. And I need to go actually pack up the car with a couple things that I packed for if I end up staying in the hospital, which, like I mentioned yesterday, isn't very much. So as always, stay tuned. You guys will be updated whenever I get a chance to. I most likely will try and do one more little video before they officially take me in for my procedure.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it.
So I am getting set up for the surgery. I've had anesthesiologist, whatever, come in and talk to me. I have my IV going. I'm just waiting for the doctors to come in and talk to me. Hubby's holding the phone right now. Whenever I have an IV and I get a little too scared to move my hand at all. I don't really have much time to give you guys much of an update right now, but we will update you as soon as we can after the procedure. Fingers and toes crossed that everything goes well and baby and I make it through okay. Bye. So the procedure's done. Pardon the way I sound right now, my mouth is so dry. We ended up being able to do the abdominal cerclage, which is awesome. I am, however, in a lot of pain just because they did so much work in there.
Champion. So let's give him a hand. Somebody bring the marching band.
I'm having the hardest time ever keeping my eyes open right now, so I will update you guys a little bit later. It's about 4:30 a.m. right now. I'm being super quiet because hubby is over in the corner sleeping on a little pull-out bed. I have not been able to get any sleep at all. I've just been in a lot of pain and feeling really uncomfortable. I am literally counting down the time until we're able to do another ultrasound. I just, with all the meds I'm on and everything, I want to make sure the baby's still doing okay. We did an ultrasound last night and everything looked great, so I'm hoping that everything will still be looking great this morning when we take another peek at him or her. I'm hoping that I'll maybe be able to get a little bit of sleep here shortly. Like I mentioned just a little bit ago, the pain is really kicking my butt. This is honestly the most invasive procedure that I've ever had. A lot of these feelings that I'm having right now are brand new to me. I've had a bunch of laparoscopic procedures in the past for endometriosis, but this is the first time I've ever really had essentially a C-section cut and then doing sewing inside of me on top of that. This is technically only day one for me here in the hospital. Procedure day didn't really count, and they want me to stay, they said about 2 to 3 days, just to make sure that the recovery process goes well and all is okay with myself as well as the baby. As always, you know that I will be updating you guys here in a little while. I'm hoping that this recovery is just gonna fly by and it'll be smooth sailing. I was told that the first couple days are the worst as far as pain-wise goes, and I'm definitely experiencing that, but hopefully the pain will start to subside shortly. I still have not gotten any sleep yet. It's about to be 5 o'clock at night now. I have been in so much pain all day long. The doctors gave me an ice pack for my belly. Everything is just so swollen and hurts so bad. I honestly don't even know what to do with myself right now. Here's what the incision is looking like today. For those of you who have a bit of a weak stomach, maybe fast forward through this part, just saying. I'm really happy that the procedure is over with, but I'm so tired, and honestly I just am ready to be back in my own bed at home watching my own shows on DVR and just cuddling with the puppies and my little boy and my husband. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some sleep soon, and I'm hoping that this pain will subside a little bit as well. But that's where we're at for right now. I'll be checking in with you guys again later. I did not get a chance to record at all yesterday. I had a really, really rough day, and I still feel like absolute crap. I had a really bad throw up day. I threw up in the morning, I threw up in the afternoon, I threw up last night in the middle of the night. I have been cut off from any food. I'm only allowed to have clear liquids to drink, like water, ginger ale. I was told I was supposed to go home yesterday or today, but because of all this stuff that's going on now, I have absolutely no idea when I'm going to get a chance to go home. Fingers crossed that will be soon though, because I am just ready for my own bed and my own TV and laying with the puppies and Jax and my husband. And I'm honestly just really over all of this pain and throwing up. So stay tuned, I'll update you guys soon on what happens today. So I have not recorded in a couple days. I finally got home Sunday night. I basically begged them to please let me leave there. It has been a battle. I have been in so much pain pretty much since I woke up from the procedure, and I just can't get comfortable sitting or laying. I just sometimes feel a little lost because I'm not sure what to do to make the pain go away, and I stopped the painkillers on Friday because I just felt a little wrong taking painkillers while pregnant, and they were just really messing with my stomach as well. I am over the moon happy that we were able to get this procedure done. The process of recovery afterwards though, I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared in any way, shape, or form. My stomach is still so swollen, not pregnancy swollen, like baby belly swollen. It's like a bunch of shit happened in there swollen. But I'm actually getting ready to leave for the doctor in a little bit. I will update you guys a little later and let you know what the doctor says. The doctor appointment went great. The doctor is very happy with the way that everything is looking in there right now. I did, however, find out that I'm not allowed to drive for 6 full weeks post-op, which is going to be really hard for me because, well, Jax has school that he has to go to and get home from. I have mommy and wifey stuff that I have to take care of, and I do have other doctor appointments that I have to go to as well, including going back to this doctor in 2 weeks. So this is definitely going to be interesting. I will be updating you guys on more in another video, and I am hoping at that point in time we will know what the gender is, because we're going crazy over here not knowing.